Here we go. Hi, everybody. How are y'all doing tonight? I'm going to get to my live chat started so I can read things. Right, Stephanie? Oh, my goodness. Bonnie's been in the chat. Bonnie, was that you that went in and give me thumbs up on all of my 12 days after I post them the other day? If so, thank you so much. Hi, Stephanie. Good to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming, being here right at the beginning. Miss Kathy is here. Miss you guys. There's some regular people that I haven't seen I feel like I'm not regular in my going and chatting as much anymore. Maybe that's it. Miss Melinda, there she is. How are you guys today? So here we are. Day 1 out of 12. There's Mr. Bob. Bob is in the house. We had our Fenton Christmas party this morning, so that was kind of fun, hanging out with the other Mrs. Becker, Miss Marcy, and all of our other ladies. We had 10 ladies that got together today for our little Christmas party for our glass group that gets together. We had our other Depression Glass Club Christmas dinner last Thursday. So all of my parties are done except for one for the lodge coming up this weekend. There's Mom. Mom is in the chat. Hi, Mom. There's Miss Gail. Gail's in the chat. Festive Shelby, welcome in. Hello, good to see you. So, everybody, I'm Becky, Vintage Viking Treasures. This is the first day of my 12 days of Christmas. This was my, if I can do this and jump in to do 12 days in a row of lives, then I can do the YouTube thing. And that was four years ago, but this is my 5th 12 days of Christmas that I have done. So Miss Kristen, my lovely assistant mod this evening, is in the chat. She has the ultimate power of popping in and hollering at me if she needs to talk to us throughout the chat if I have missed something going on. And the other fab mod that's going to be on with us is Miss Kim. They're going to be switching off every other day. Odds and evens back and forth. So we'll get one of each back and forth all throughout the 12 days. So it's so awesome to be able to have them helping out again for this one. Miss Midge is in the chat. Geneva, there she is, Miss Geneva. Thank you guys for coming and doing this and supporting me through all this craziness throughout all the years. And I love to be able to bring you all, fun stuff. And a fun way to do it. There's Jeff from the basement. We just finished our dinner. Got all the things. I got this for a little bit of that voice to stay going tonight. And so, quick recap. 12 days of Christmas will be, the majority of it will be invoiced all together. Okay, Marcy. Hi, Marcy. If we end up with some really big invoices, I try and split them up and do them as we go because otherwise it gets too much at the end. But I will be shipping everything together. So I keep track of it all together and all the shipping. I weigh everything as I go, put it in my spreadsheet so I know the weights. And for the all together, what's that word? Estimate, the shipping estimate at the end. So Sherry, good to see you tonight. So glad you're in the chat as well. Yeah, a few people popping in saying hey that we haven't seen in a little bit. That's awesome. Thanks for coming. So I'm just like, where am I at? So yes, all the invoicing will be combined. All the shipping will be combined. Generally what happens is I do the invoicing after Christmas, and then the shipping is that week between Christmas and New Year's, give or take, as soon as I get them all out and everybody's paid and all that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So if you have any questions, throw them in the chat. Let us know what you need to know. We'll get your questions answered and go from there. M is in the chat. There's Miss M. Good to see you tonight. And every night is a different theme. So I have quantities of a specific kind of item. Such as, we all know, I have Wade's. That's one of the 12 nights. I do not let you guys know what we're doing until we get here on the live that night of, and kind of keep everybody on their toes and let you know what the theme is for the evening. So I have 12 basically different categories, but I do have enough of several of them. If we need to do an extra night, you guys can let me know if we want to do an extra night of it instead of going on to something else that's kind of I have a couple that are like combine things together. So all those things being said and done, I believe we are all in, ready to roll tonight. And with the quantities like this, let's see. Basically tonight I have one of a kind. Sometimes with the wades, like with the wades, I have multiple quantities of an item. So pretty much tonight we're going to be one-offs. So it will be a starting offer, and if one person pops in, nobody else pops in, you get it, go on from there. If two people pop in, you guys let us know if you want to do an offer off, an offer. What is the word where it goes back and forth? Oh yeah, words are going to be hard tonight. I can tell already. Otherwise, you can say I'm out, and we'll go on to the next person as a claim, and we go from there. So I'm sure I've pretty much thoroughly confused everyone, but if you've been here before, thank you so much, and you know how it works and all the things and all the stuff. So yes, technically, it's like a bid. But because it's not technically an auction, it's not like a bid, it's an offer up. So, you know, all that stuff. Picasso Cat, Miss Kathy, thanks for jumping in the chat. Good to see you this evening. Good to see you. So, tonight I have miniature figurines. I have a couple different styles, a couple different ways. I have everything from people to critters. And the majority of which are ceramic or porcelain or like a china. Yeah. This is porcelain. What's the other word? Well, I guess they're all breakable. Let's put it that way. So, all right. I'm just gonna, I opened up a bag. I've put some out for me to pick from. And I'm going to try and be easy on my mods so that I'm not giving you a whole bunch of different choices. But I want to make sure that I have I'm pretty sure I have them all together. So are you guys ready to roll? We're only 10 minutes in. And I know it's crazy that it's already this time of year. I mean, this year has gone by super fast. And this last even 20 some days is going to be just blow by. So, are you ready, Miss Kristen? I'm going to do a pair to begin with, and they can start at they can start at $6. You ready? Ready? Here we go. I have this little couple, a ceramic Mr. and Mrs. Mouse. I believe they are Japan, however, they are not marked. That looks like the ear. I know I've had the gentleman in the top hat before. But she's got like the bow with the hat. So there's a little bit of paint missing there. But she's got her little fan and her umbrella and her big poofy skirt with her tail sticking out. And he has the little flower bouquet. That's what it is. And his little top hat. And it looks like they were mostly like spray painted, airbrushed. Airbrushed would be the word. Look at his little shoes. Super cute. They're a matte finish and or that bisque feel finish. Yes, they are quite dapper. I've had him before by himself, but I hadn't had the couple together. I went through and made sure, because I have been stashing things because, you know, I know that this is coming eventually. And I'm like, oh, where's this? Where's that? And I'm like, oh, I remember these. Look at these, I believe, came out of Tennessee at an estate sale. So then I need to get my system to go over here and we'll go from there. We're going to stick on mice for just a little bit because I know this one is next. So we have the Christmas mouse, ceramic. The little ones like this size, which are, just under 2 inches, 1 3/4 inches tall. They are going to start at $3 each. We're going to make that a pretty blanket statement. Holding a wreath, has a little Santa hat, does not have any marking or sticker on the bottom, just this big, nice and shiny, and a little bit of gold. So, I know. It's the words are hard. It's just going to be how they are. We'll do the mice. We'll do the few mice in a row. I think these were all at the same estate sale. Somebody had like a dollhouse, so $3 start. We'll call this one the Christmas tree mouse. And this one is plastic. This one is the same size as the ceramic one, but this one is a resin or plastic. I'm guessing that if it were, there might be a mark underneath, but it is glued to this little wood slab, and it looks like it used to have some of those teeny tiny dyed flowers. A few of them have munched off because they're so dry. So this one will be the Christmas tree mouse. Miss Marilyn, you're on the ceramic mouse. You got it. This guy here. I'm just going to go down and let's see. We're going to go mouse with wreath. Marilyn. And Kristen will get us in the chat. Perfect. So the ceramic, the resin one is still available with the tree. So the wreath has been claimed. Now this, I believe this is, well, here we go. This guy has a tag. So we do know that they are that era of Japan. Oh, I always look at this upside down. Bone China Napco ware made in Japan. And this is a single candle hugger. Last hugged a red candle, but it also has the wreath and then that little same Santa hat as the individual figure just had a minute ago. You can also see his little tail. Again, this style is just about 1 3/4 inches tall, like so big. I've been finding a lot of single candle huggers lately.
Is this one $3, Becky?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. A $3 start. I was going to try and stay within this range or pretty much just stay on the 3 as we go, and I will try and note it. Otherwise, if it changes, how's that? That's just easier as we go. Look at his little eyes. All right. Last mouse out of that group is another, this one is a resin one as well. He's a little bit taller. He's almost 3 inches tall. He is resin and he's on skis. He has one pole that's metal and has a felt hat, $3 start. Oh no, he's not resin. He's bone china. He just, because he is attached to the skis, he sounds different. He sounds more, it's because he's attached to these down here. I thought he was until I double checked on his sticker, made in Japan. He doesn't have a spot for the second ski pole. It doesn't even look like he lost it. There's just nowhere for him to even hold it. But this one is a little bit bigger, a little bit taller. Kristen would like the candle hugger. You got it, Kristen. I'm like, as I show you his butt. Mouse hugger. Perfect. Just going to try and set them in a row so we don't mix them up tonight. All right, let's change to a little different. They're going to go in this baggie. This is a single. Some of these are the like the little Hagen Reneker kind of style. Some I got at a little shop that had this one. I believe is he looks to be a little beaver. $3 start. I think he is a resin one though because of the base. Yeah. Oh my gosh, he's just bitty tiny. Which means he is right under 1 inch. He's like a 1 1/4 inches long because of his tail sticking out. There's a detail on his tail. And there's his little bitty face. He's looking way up high at something up in the sky. But these are cute for the little miniature shelves. I have to keep moving the bags. I don't remember if I showed you all this before, but it fits in with this category. And before I put it out to the booth, this will be a pair. So it'll be a $5 start. We have the polar, the mama, and the baby bear. No marks on the bottom, no stickers. They are ceramic. These are a little bit more realistic, unlike the mice that were quite characterized. There's her face. She looks like she got into something, the blackberry patch or something. There's the little one. The mama bear is about 2 1/4, 2.5 inches long. Woo, sorry. And about 1 1/4 inches wide. She's just about 1 inch tall. Just like that. Don't think about it, but I could. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's it, right, Bob? These look just like those little Coke polar bears. It's that season where those commercials come out. I think in that set there was probably a third, a Papa Bear usually, but all I have is the two. So I'm gonna go a little bit something different. And this one's going to be a higher start, Kristen. I believe I have two pieces that are either carved out of bone or out of horn. I got them in a group and I couldn't find much information on them. The first one is marked EVAK, so I believe they were individually done. This will be let's do 10 on this one. Let's do $7 start. This is the penguin. So I think it is on a slice of horn or antler, and then that's what the penguin has been carved out of as well. I couldn't find much information about these. I held on to them for a while because when I was looking to try and figure them out. But when I was a kid, we would go to these black powder mountain man shoots or get-togethers or whatever, and they'd have buttons made out of antlers. So it's like a slice like this. So I think that's what it's reminding me of. So I think that this is either horn or antler, tusk, whatever we want to call it, and hand carved. And this is bitty. When he stands up, he is 1 1/8 inch tall. His base is just at 3/4 inches. This is 3/4 inch. This is 1 1/8 inch tall. So that big. And this is the second one that came in this lot. Oh, let's see. Okay, is that M? M going in on the penguin? Because I know we changed those names. And Stephen we got all reminded on the other day with Stephen to make sure I know who's who. Perfect. So that is the penguin. Thank you. Should have put numbers on here to start with. Let's see. There. Awesome. Oh, I miss our local auction house. A couple different ones have closed in Colorado Springs, and I haven't been able to find any place else to go. That has been convenient. So, all right, this guy is going to start at 12. I think he's really, really special. I can't even tell you what it is. I believe it is bone that it's been carved. It says GO on the bottom. You'll have to believe me, it's really hard to see. You can kind of see it there. This is a walrus. They've carved it out, and then they've put in those little itty-bitty tusks out of bone. They're almost translucent. You can see through them. This is amazing carved little piece. You can see his flippers, his tail, little eyes. Really nice little piece. About yay big, which means he's under 2 inches long. He is right at 1.5 inches tall, and right at his tusks stick out enough that make him 1.5 inches wide, because this is sticking out on this side. So 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches by almost 2 inches. I really wish I knew more about these, but they have been waiting around for the miniature sale, and they're making their debut. And what amazed me is that these tusks are still intact, and they didn't fall out, and they aren't broken off. So yeah, great little piece. And that's probably like the best, the best of the best in terms of like quality of what I have in terms of a high-end piece tonight. I'm guessing that is one of the best little ones in terms of material that it's been made out of. Okay. I wanted to open them as I went, so you guys know I haven't like been cherry picking through them or anything. That's taken me a second to get in here. So it looks like I have a swan set. So this will be let's do $6 start. It'll be 3 pieces. I don't want to step on the staples. I'm trying to put them away. I don't need any more things to step on around here. I've been working really hard. I don't know, you can't even see it. I'm cleaning up and moving stuff around. They are ceramic. And this looks like we had a sticker. It said bone china, shiny, SHIKEN, Japan. You can see the sticker there. So here is the mother swan. Great, beautiful face. She is about a little over 2 inches each direction and about 1.5 inches wide with those wings. And then she has these 2 little ones that go with her. Let's see if I can hold them all together so you can see the ratio of the ducklings or the swan. What are the baby swans called? I know there's a special word for them. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Well, I was like, oh, I need to do this. I was, I've had in my brain all the things that I've been saving, and I know they're around here somewhere. And I went, oh, I need to get all those things pulled out and all ready. And Jeff was going to the football game. They're about 1.25 inches tall and long. There it is. Thank you, Nancy. And all of a sudden, I went, oh, I have to babysit my great nephew tomorrow. I have to do that on Sunday. So cute little face. I like how they did the like the outlining of the eyes. It looks very much to me like the feathers on the swan. More realistic. So then we'll go. So, but then I kept stashing stuff. I have been stashing stuff for a whole year. And then I'm like, wait, where is this? Where is that? So I've been getting it all out from all the different places. Yes, ma'am.
Bonnie wanted to claim the swan set.
Got it. Okay. I read that and I thought you just put it in there. I got you. Thank you, Bonnie. I was like, I didn't go look at the name, obviously. 3-piece Bonnie. You got it. I gotta go on this side. Number 4. Perfect. That one. Okay. Let's do this guy. We'll go back to a regular $3. We have a little seductive frog. He is very shiny. Browns and greens. He is a hollow little ceramic guy. This big, which means he is 2.5 inches long. He is about 1.25 inches tall. And what am I missing? Depth. He's about 1 inch deep. Inch, 1.25 inches, almost 3 inches. Some of these guys, I just think that their little personalities just come out. It's amazing to me how they can get them to do that on those little itty bitty things. We're going to have to sprinkle in some more mice because I have more mice, I think, than all the other critters in this category. I'm going to pull out the next bag and sort them out because I know we have a couple pairs in here. Make sure I get the right ones together. I think these two go together. These two are hilarious. Let's do a $5 pair. This one, they're on the beach. He's in his little swim trunk. She's in her little polka dot bikini. We have a little pair of gray airbrushed mice with their cute little eyes. He is about 2 inches by 1 by 1. There's no marks. Most all of these didn't have stickers. Look at her little bikini somebody painted on her. So that is that pair. Nat and Frankie. That's funny. Right? The little red, yellow. Well, it's not a yellow polka dot bikini. And then I think we'll do a second pair. I think they're very similar in terms of the pose, but they're bigger. So he's almost the same pose as the one with the trunks on. These are white. $5 for this set. He is about 2 inches by 1 by 1. And then this gal with her big eyelashes is about 2 inches tall and about 1.5 by 1.5. They have the great eyes. Look at her eyebrows up there. But they are more, I'm going to say they're not like, not a shiny finish. They're almost that bisque, kind of in between. Maybe more like a satin feel to them for that pair of mice. Excuse me. Actually, we're going to make that a 3-piece set because he is the same finish, different pose. That'll be 3 pieces in the white mice. In the white mouse set, mice set, Mises. Changing it up on her. And I hear these guys are coming back into fashion. This one will be a $3 start. It's a flocked goose. I think it's plastic underneath the flocking. That looks like it was probably an original price tag from wherever it was. And it's yellow and oranges. The geese with the blue bows, I hear those are totally coming back. We have joked about it for years that we should have been picking them up because they were so prevalent for so long. This is about 2 by 2 by almost 1 inch deep. It stands up like so. You could make little bitty tiny outfits and put this on the front porch of your dollhouse. And it could be like I know, right, Kathy? It could be like the goose that you change the clothes on, the front porch geese. I know, those blue bow geese are supposed to be coming back. And I'm like, oh no. I just don't like them very much. And the other thing I keep seeing are yes, ma'am.
Can you get me for the white mouse set, please, for 5?
Yeah, I can.
Mm.
You'll have to tell me if like when I was in elementary school, so late 70s, early 80s, somewhere in there, our elementary school used to have this Christmas like a Christmas shop that we like they'd tell your the parents, oh, send money in with your kids and they can buy presents for people. And then they would have like the I remember like the coasters or the trays that had blue, yellow, orange, red, green, with the cow, the chicken, the pig, the whatever on them. They had coasters like that, little trays like that, or trivets. But and those are starting to pop up all of a sudden now too. I don't think they're super popular yet, but they are starting to pop up everywhere. But I remember buying those in the little Christmas shop in elementary school. Kristen was the 3-piece mice. Got it. All the things. Yeah. Right. I don't remember if my mom kept any of those. I know I bought some of them. This will be a $6 set. It's a 3-piece owl. They are ceramic. There's the base. This is, we're going to call this the daddy owl. He's showing off his wings. Yeah, he looks a little surprised, doesn't he? He's about 2 by 2 by 1.5. Call this the mommy owl. She has some lashes, a little bit going on there. Hollow ceramic as well. And then we have the little baby owl. Mommy's about 2 inches by 1 by 1. And this little one is 1 inch by 1/2 inch. So altogether, those are the 3 owls. Yeah, I don't remember who I bought that stuff for. I remember it being there. And I remember they at least had it 2 or 3 years when I was in elementary school. You got to middle school and they didn't do it anymore. Next up, I believe this is the same kind of maker as that Christmas mouse at the beginning. Whoop! Picasso Cat is in on the owls. Miss Kathy. This is the, what am I trying? I wrote a W. That doesn't help me at all. And I certainly can't write your name or spell your name tonight. 3-piece owl. Oh, there it is. There's the W. It's in the middle of owl. It's going to be a fun week, guys. Words are hard. Spelling's hard. All the things. I know, right? Cool. Thank you so much. So this is like what was I don't think we have a sticker. Nope. I think it's the same maker though. So I'm going to show the one that was claimed by Marilyn. This one was at the beginning with the Santa hat and the wreath. This one is the same style, same look, same size, and it has 2 little attached flowers on the ears. Great little face. It's the same, it's the same mold and everything. They've just decorated them differently for different seasons. That's right. They'll all have each other. I know. We were talking about that today where some kid got in trouble. One of our ladies' grandsons got in trouble for a paper he wrote because they accused him of using AI. And he's like, I didn't use AI, but it was a whole big thing. And I'm like, I don't know how kids cannot use AI practically anymore these days, honestly, because it's everywhere. I mean, it's like like looking up stuff in the encyclopedia, practically. I have 2 of these available. I do not know if I don't think they're that. 2 available, $3 each. These are like the itty bitty squirrels, like the wall ones that are the ceramic ones that like you mount on the wall. I have 1. I'm not going to hold him that way. Oh, poor little squirrel. I'm so sorry. Oh, I have 1 available. Poor guy. Can you imagine? This would be like you could put him in your dollhouse, like the little wall pocket ones. I mean, he's tiny. He's almost 2 inches long, almost an inch wide, barely a half inch tall. I know. Oops. He made it all the way here from Kansas, and then I went and dropped him. But I have one left. We know that they're breakable. They are ceramic. There's his little face. I mean, we could put him like underneath a little flower pot coming out. He just wouldn't have a tail. He looked like a chipmunk. Not too bad. He needs to be in an assemblage. That's where he needs to be. Em, are you in on this squirrel? Sorry if you wanted to. I apologize. Unless you want the other one to put back together. It's only in 3 pieces. 2 big pieces and 1 itty bitty piece. If you would like to have him to put back together, I'll throw him in for you with your other squirrel. You let me know. It's like a project and everything, all in one. Okay, perfect. He would look really cute, like sneaking like around a flower pot or a tree, the edge of a tree or something in a little display. Okay, I'm putting all his pieces in the baggie for you. Thank you for saving him. I know. Just a little bit of glue would be perfect. All right. I'm going to empty this one, and then I'm going to do something a little bit different. I don't know where that is. Okay, everybody. The weird thing is where I got these from, they just put them in black little baggies. I put all, a whole bunch of them together. So honestly, I'm surprised that there are not more of them broken, quite frankly, because they've all been hanging out, kind of jingling around here together anyway. So I'm going to try and get the right guys together here. We have some more owls. I don't know. Here's the next one. He's gray. He does have one teeny little nick on his tail. Gray, big-eyed owl. I mean, about that big. About 1 inch by 1 inch and not even 1 inch deep. But a little Sharpie on him. I think there's a little bit right there too. But yeah. There he is. He's got big yellow eyes. This one is a pair. All right. I need the collective brain to work. Is this, what's the N company? Is that the same one we had earlier? Company name? And now I'm trying to remember which critter had it on him. This one. Is this the same mark as that? Same company, different time? Which would be the Napco ware. I'm wondering if that is it or not. Don't know. Ceramic, 2 of them together on a base. They are hollow. Right there. There's the mark. A little bit bigger than we've had so far, which means 2.5 inches tall, about 2.25 inches wide, and about 1.5 inches deep. Miss Midge is on the, well, we had Midge in. This is the owl pair.
Is the owl pair $3 as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bisque. It's not as fine of a finish, and it has a few little, it just needs a couple little more Sharpies.
Yep. And so then I need Midge to tell us which owl she's bidding on, the gray one or on the pair. Because we do have M. Brown wants the pair for $3. So I'm just waiting to see what Midge wants.
No worries. We had the gray one first, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay. We'll be here. This almost looks like it'd be a cute little ornament if you attached something on to hang it. Okay. Midge is on the gray one. And then M is on the pair.
That worked out perfectly.
That's what I'm seeing. Is that what you're seeing? Okay, owl pair M. Got it? Gray owl. I can still hear you if you know, so you know. If you want me to hear you or not. Us to hear you or not.
Oh, come on. You don't want to hear my breathing?
Well, no, we can hear you typing. No, I could just sit here and talk to you. It would be fine. Not a problem whatsoever. Okay. Owl pair is for M. I'm putting that on number 8. And the gray owl's going to Midge on number 9. We got everybody all sorted out, right? Okay. Perfect. But not to fear. I have more owls just in case anybody needs some more. I have another 3-piece set. We'll do this at the same as that other one we started. 6. So here is, we'll call this the mama owl because the other ones are little babies. I'm wondering if some of these are the Hagen Renneker kind of style, but I haven't seen so many of these in forever. I remember like the little Siamese cat licking up the milk. I remember a giraffe, but this is the mama owl, and that is 2.5 inches wide, about 1 inch deep, and almost 2 inches tall. And it comes with these 2 little itty bitty owls, and they are all ceramic. They're a little bit each of these little bitties. Oh my goodness! Or wait, it's a 4-piece set. That was the daddy. Oh, I don't know. That's a big one with his arms out. Here's another adult owl. Here's the little bitties. 4 owls, 1 money. I know, I love it and I'm surprised that the wings are still intact. What I was trying to show is that their backs are a little bit different. So they're almost the same, but they're just a little different pose. Their heads are turned just a smidge different. And this is the other big one, which means it is at 1.5 inches tall. So there's the size difference on those. There's the size difference with the wings out. And then this one, they're all about the same in the middle. Where's her face? There's the face. There we go. So 4 pieces, all in one. It's going to be number 10. I'm going to set them over here. Lord knows they're trying to fly away. And that's a 4-piece owl set. And everybody is deciding who's going to get that one. And I will open up the next baggie, see what else we have. We have Emin and Picasso. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, this one's the same but different. I love that. Don't you love it? I'm like, ooh, look at this. And I haven't even showed you yet. You're like, wait, what are you looking at? Okay, these go together. All right. That goes there, that goes there. Perfect. Okay. So those are going to M for the set. Thank you both. Thank you so much. Number 11 will be next. It'll be a choice. I have 2 of these available. Let's see if we can see this underneath. I'm going to put one down. You can see at the bottom, made in, it should be USSR, I believe. I think it's USSR, unless I totally can't read. I thought these were the Russian ones. These are the little birdies. They are porcelain. They have pink, blue, gray, black. They are hollow. One has a little bit better mark than the other. These will be a $5 start. What was really funny with these, let me make sure. See, I can't see anything on this mark, honestly, because it looks like numbers and an initial. But I thought this one, see, that's the mark at the top. That's what's on the other bird. Made in, I'm pretty sure it's Russia. I think it's USSR. Kind of gives us a time frame. But I picked up one of these. I was at a sale. Whenever I've picked, pulling little tinies to bring to all of for the 12 days. And then when we were at a show with Barb, she goes, I said, wait, I just got one of these. I said, can I take this one to go with the other one? And she's like, sure. So we took it out of the miniature bag and put it here with this guy. So there is a choice between the two. This one has a little more blue on the wing. And then they're both about the same on that side. So it looks like they were hand painted because they're not exactly the same. So looks like we got Stephanie in. And you can let me know which one you like. So I'm going to turn them both the same direction. This one has a little more blue on the wing on that side. And then, so this one is the blue wing. And then that's the contrast where they're almost the same on that side. There we go. Praise him in the dance. Oh, I know who this is. That Elizabeth? No, it's Nancy. There's Miss Nancy. Have a nice evening if you're, or are you coming or going or just saying hello? I have someone else who has almost that exact same name on another platform. That's crazy. All right, so I'm going to write these down for Stephanie, and you can let me know, Miss Stephanie, which one you want. Just pick? All right, I'll pick you a good one. You got it. I got you one. Thank you, Stephanie. And that is at 5. Perfect. Now I'm going to show this one because coming in perfect. I wondered if you were a friend of mine named Elizabeth because she almost has that exact same name on Snapchat and Instagram. That's crazy. Well, maybe I'm just remembering you. I don't know. Too many people all the time. But I know Miss Elizabeth has something very, very, very similar. Mom's going to take the other bird. You got it, Mom. We're just going to be all over the place tonight. Probably all 12 days for that matter. All over the place. Okay. Miss Kristen, this is going to be our new choice for $3. It's the little bunny rabbit with the floral leaf wreath around her neck. And I'm going to show it to you in relation to the little mouse that I had earlier. Same size, same style. So I'm guessing these were made in the same season, but we haven't seen the bunny yet. And that is the choice this time around. Also hollow. There's a marking on it, but it looks like just to be a number and not a company name. If anybody wants the mouse, is still available. But look at, this little bunny rabbit is adorable with her little eyes shut. Sweet little thing. She is 2 inches tall and about 1 by 1 every other direction. Now, I'm going to say her flowers and wreath are pretty good. That looks almost like kind of that spaghetti stuff. But some is so teeny tiny. She's this big. All right, Miss Nancy. And I'm going to write down your whole long name again so I don't forget. I know. I just love the little face on it. She's just so content and happy with herself. And I think I need to get my eyes checked again. I think it's been a little while. It kind of is this time of year. I'm like trying to read again from farther away. Where did your name go? There you are. Oh, it's not a touchscreen, Becky. There we go. There you are. Okay. We'll let Kristen call that guy. I'll get back at the bottom of the chat. Yes, my plan is to invoice at the end of the 12 days. So we got you on the bunny. Thank you, Nancy. I mean, I thought, unless I don't have Kristen on there. Yep, we got it. Kristen and I are all on the same page. Woohoo! Yes, everything will be shipped together. So I'll be doing all the shipping at the very end. If I have a really long, big invoice, I might break it up into a couple pieces. But usually it ends up being all in one. It's just a little bit easier to do it all at the same time. Then I don't miss anything and all that stuff. So maybe I'm just remembering you, Miss Nancy, and I have missed you enough that it has slipped my mind. And I know that I knew somebody with that name. I've told Barb this just the last time. I'm like, I have show brain. I get going and I remember everybody's name at the event that we're at or what we're doing. And then once I'm gone from there, it just all disappears. And it seems to be carrying over into this as well, because my Tuesdays have been a little intermittent with, with a few of the events we've had going on this fall. So I apologize. I do remember you. It's just gone. I don't know why. All right. These guys are a little bit different. They are I believe that they're a ceramic or a pottery kind of style ornament. I'm going to show them one at a time. I'm going to do a $10 for the group because one of them has a little bit of a boo-boo, but I couldn't leave these there. There's Miss Becky. That one I can remember. I don't know why. That one I don't forget. Sorry, Nancy. They are like a bell. So their feet dangle. I believe they are like the three wise men. And when I was trying to look them up before, I think that they are German. They are ceramic. They have a little wire hanger at the top with a little silver filament. So this is one. And then this is number two. Why I say they're German is because the estate sale that I got these from, there was so much, so many other things at that house that were from Germany. And then the tops are very shiny, and then the legs where the underneath where they're hanging are like that bisque matte finish where they weren't finished off with the gloss. And then this is number three. He's in all gold, but he had a little bit of an accident. He is missing just a little corner of his beard right there. And I made sure to go back and look where he was sitting, and it's not there. So either I didn't notice it when I picked them up, because these were all just piled in a whole bin of just Christmas ornaments when I got them, or who knows where he lost his beard. So this is for the set of these three King's ornaments. They remind me a little bit of the little people from Fisher-Price from back in the day with the big eyes like that. They're kind of fun. I'm scared to put these out at my booth because of how fragile, how delicate they are. But I know, right? That No Shave November, he's like, no, I want to keep my beard. Somebody went to take it off of him. All right, now I need them to just sit right here. Or like those videos where the kids think that they're, just doing a little bit, and they got a really deep thing on the razor, and they take out a chunk of hair right down the middle. Oh, that's it. He was partying too much. Those Kings, they're wild. Definitely wild. All right. Next up, this group of three will be a $6 start. This one has a sticker on it that says made in Taiwan, so they're a little bit newer. We have the bunny rabbit with the pink and yellow butterfly on its tail, and they're a little bit bigger than what we've had earlier. About 3 inches long, about 1.5 inches wide, and about 1.5 inches tall. Here is number two in the group. She's holding the little tulips and has the yellow and pink butterfly on her forehead, standing up. So she is almost 3 inches tall. And, well, yeah, I messed up. It's just the 2. The other one's a single. I apologize. They can be 5 for the 2, Miss Kristen. The other one, I'll show it later. It's a totally, I was looking at butterflies, and her face is not the same. So she is not in this group. A little more characterized on that one. And these 2 look more real. Thank you. They have that bisque finish feel to them. They are hollow and ceramic. And, oh, that's where they go. Oh, Miss Stephanie is in. I wish I knew who made all of these guys. This is a 5 2-piece bunny set. That is the pink and yellow butterflies. Got it. That's number 14 on my board. Okay. Oops, I put it in. Well, I think what happens is it's supposed to go to this set. So we got Miss Stephanie. We all good and set on that one. Got it. Kristen's got her. Perfect. This one will be, let's do a $7 start. These are Lefton, made in Taiwan. A little bit darker brown. There's a little more characterized critters, bunnies. This one has the blue butterfly. She's laying on her back. This is a standing up one with a yellow with pink dots. And so let's see, 3 inches tall, 3 inches long. And of course, this one here to round out the set. See those little eyes? That's why they tell me that they go together. We have a number on the bottom of this one. We just have the sticker on the bottom of this one and nothing on the bottom of this one. But look at those little bunny eyes. What was the name? Bunnykins. That reminds me a little bit of what the bunnykins look like. So this one is also a bisque finish. And here they all are. This last one is a little bit larger. So she is almost 3 inches tall and about 2.5 inches wide. Stephanie. Yeah, they're definitely the same. Well, if they're not, they should be. Let's just be real. They look like they should go together. They all came in the same bag. It was all a matter of discerning who's who and who came with what. So that's what we're calling this set. So thank you, Miss Stephanie. That is 15. I'll get it, start writing it down here. That's a 3-piece. And perfect. Excuse me. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze too. Get all the things going here pretty soon. All right. How about a couple little bigger ones? I know I had talked about these guys earlier, and I totally spaced putting them in. When I kept looking at the box and then forgetting to bring it over here. So these are Department 56. What are the something babies? Oh shoot. You guys know what they are. No, I can't think of the name. Snow babies. They're snow babies. Let's do a $7 start on this pair. They were ice skating. Looks like one fell down into the other. These were brand new in the plastic. I don't think it has ever been displayed. You can see the Department 56 mark here in the ceramic. We have the sticker. We have the printed on here. And it says, skate with me from 2000. It says 1 of 10. So I don't know if it was probably part of a set, but I just have the figurines. You can see their little blue eyes. And there is the skating pair. Let's go to 16. This is the skates. Snow Baby. And we have Miss Stephanie in on that guy. I sit there. So these were a lot of the Snow Babies I come across. They've been sitting out on a display, so they've gotten dust in this, and they're hard to clean. But these are perfect. I literally took them out of the bags tonight before I put them on my desk. Thank you, Miss Stephanie. Now this one looks like he's like learning to skate. He's got that balance wobble. And hands out, same price start, $7. And that is also part of the Skate With Me series from 2000. A little bit shorter. Well, yeah, pretty much the same height, but not as big of a figurine because it's just a one guy, which means he is 4.5 inches tall and about 3.5 by 2. Is the little angel on the shelf behind me for sale. This one here. She could be for sale. I put her up there because I didn't want her to fall over. I can bring her down. That is not a problem. But that's the other. So we have the little skater. That was the skater pair. Okay, so I want to make sure that that I'm keeping it all straight. I'm going to finish the little Snow Babies and then we can bring her down. The next is the puppy dog wrapped up in a scarf. He does not have a little styrofoam. He doesn't have like the little frit or popcorn or whatever they call that. He's a smooth piece. $7 start as well. There is the sticker for Department 56. You want the other skater too, Miss Stephanie? So you have both of those guys. This one is the dog. Okay. You got it. I think we're all on the same page. As long as Melinda's in on the dog. All right. As long as we don't hear Kristen, I'm good. I'm on track. I mean, we love to talk to Miss Kristen. Like they did a little bit of detailing on his face. But he's super cute. It might be a husky. A Samoyed, husky, something like that. Cool. Thank you, Miss Melinda. And that's my Melinda W, correct? Yep. Okay. It's throwing me off all these numbers that they've added still because it's not. I go to look at everybody's name really fast, and it's not the same quick, ones I've been looking at for forever. So it throws me off a smidge. Okay, this is my last Snow Baby. This one must be the snow. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've just noticed a difference. This one is 2 pieces, $7 start. He's sitting on a little acrylic ice wall. It has glitter on top. The ice wall is about 5 inches, 4.5 inches long, and about 1 inch I believe it is hollow as well. It's marked Department 56. And this is the little skater. Here's the little skates that is sitting on the wall sipping the cocoa. But she's got wings. The other two do not. The other little skaters do not have wings. I feel like I would have noticed that earlier. So this is how this one can sit on the little ice. I love the acrylic stuff for the snow and the snowmen. I think it makes such a great depth, especially the lighted snowmen and stuff. I really do like the acrylic with the glitter. Gives it a whole new dimension on displays. Okay. Stephanie is in on the snow angel with the wall. All right, perfect. You got it. This one has to wait because I don't have the thing.
We actually had a offer up.
You see that as you say that. Thank you. I'm going to pull her down. Bring her over here so I can look at her. I have two bigger figurines that I will put with our littles tonight. Have to honor that lag a little bit and make sure everybody has a chance. Thank you for that, Miss Marilyn. And Stephanie. Oh, let me tell you how tall this one is. As it's sitting down, this little snow angel will be almost 4 inches tall. And then, yeah, it sits flush at the base here. And here is its mark on the bottom with the sticker and the stamp in the ceramic. So, okay. Well, Stephanie's out. Miss Midge has also decided to enter. Again, these were sold at the Hallmark stores. I think did they sell them at other gift shops too? I don't know if they went in mainstream stores. There was a lot of things sold in the late 80s, early 90s that were not sold in I feel like they really weren't in department stores until after that. Marilyn is out. All right. I think they were sold in the smaller gift shops. And then I think Dillard's and stuff started picking them up after that. Counting it down. Thank you, Kristen. I'm going to put them down so I don't drop them. 19. Perfect. And that is going to Midge. Last call. Stephanie. No. No one would think that. For sure. Everybody likes what they like. Okay, so I'm going to empty my last bag, so I don't have to listen to that. And then I'm going to we're going to bring up this little angel. I know you asked about her. I'm going to let me see what the tag says. It does have a sticker. It's NAPCO. Japan has a foil sticker, has a number underneath. She is a month angel. Because of her condition, I would like to start her at 15, please. She is March with the gold accents. There's her foil sticker. There's her number. She is hollow. She's holding a little clover. And I believe I was trying to figure this out. I'm like, well, we have the angel halo. I think that the red is supposed to be I don't know, March. What would March be with a red? I don't know. She's got the spaghetti. I thought at first maybe it was bunny ears, but that doesn't make sense for March. I don't know if she has a ribbon in her hair. but it's not like it's been disconnected. It's not missing any pieces. Yeah. These are hard to find for me, and she is in really good condition. And I don't want it to be little. I mean, she's a month. She's not like a little devil angel. I mean, come on now. I don't know why. What that red is. It's got to be something. She's got little braids. She is, let me tell you how tall she is as I'm talking about the other part over and over again. 4.5 inches tall, about 2.5 deep, and about 3 wide. Right? I was like, wait, what? I'm not sure on that, what the representation of that is supposed to be. At first I thought it was a bow, then I thought it was bunny ears. I guess use your own discernment on that. I don't know. So, maybe, because it's from the, what, 50s, 60s? Right? Birds? Well, they could be. I don't know. This one is lost on me, but Nancy's in on this little angel. Nancy. And we had her at 15. This is the March angel. I have a March baby. I have 2 March babies. It's not, oh, look at her like pale green bow on the side. Yeah, every time I can find these for you all, I pick them up, unless they're missing a giant chunk. I always pick them up. I have I think last year I went through quite a bit of them on one of our sales. So cardinals, that would make sense. They're just not very for all the other detail, the birds aren't as detailed. I think she's holding like a purse or something here too that's supposed to be green, which is nowhere near as, that's obviously a clover. So, but she's adorable regardless. Hope you love her, Miss Nancy. She's a cutie. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna these guys. This is my bin. The bin is empty. I have 8 pieces sitting in front of me and a couple little bitties left for the night. I'm trying not to go like super duper duper long to be respectful of everybody's time. Eventually there's going to be some, as we get to the end of the 12 days, hopefully we'll have some more announcements as to what next year will be looking like. This is a 3-piece set. It'll be a $12 start, please. They are tumbling elephants. So this one sits here. It has a made in Japan sticker. This, I had to really discern between, I had some Josephs, and these look so much like them, but they're not Josephs. So very, very, very similar. So,
$12, right?
yes, ma'am. And I'm going to try and get you and then this one sits this way. Josephs have a little bit different detailing on their eyes and their faces, but I'm pretty sure I just discerned them between the things. They are all about 3 inches tall and about 2 by 2. I think they are adorable. Miss Melinda in on them. They're super cute. You like elephants? Bonus elephants. They're super cute. I'm going to put them right over here. I would put them on a flat surface, but then I know, oh, Melinda, this one goes this way. I had him more like this. Yeah, he kind of goes like this, where he's kind of on his trunk and his other foot is up in the back. He's like trying to do a somersault. So I think that's kind of the whole kind of thing is, it's like the kids when they're learning how to somersault and they're just kind of in all the different positions of that. I know Fitz and Floyd did a bunch of them, where they call them the tumbling elephants. There's a whole bunch of them that our friend has. I know they did a lot of those series as well. Cool. So Melinda W, we got you. Perfect. I'm going to do this gal next. She's not as itty bitty as the rest of them, but she is an amazing little figurine. 7 inches tall. I'm going to do her at $12 start, please. Let me see if I can read anything. It just says Japan. Looks like a laurel wreath with a flower in the middle. So I don't know if anybody knows which company that is, but she looks like she is a little schoolgirl carrying her books, getting ready to, head out to school, or waving at her friends on her way to school. Green polka dot dress, gold accents on the books and the bow. We have at the bottom her little pink Mary Janes and a flower attached. So the flower and the little bit of gold, whatever this was at the bottom, are 3D sticking up out of it. She also is a hollow piece. This makes her, did I tell you how tall she was? 7 inches tall, about 3 by 2. Her face is beautiful. She reminds me of March as well, a little bit, with her little green dress. But I'm guessing she's definitely going to school in the springtime, because she'd be a little more wrapped up if she was in the wintertime. I would think her knees would be a little bit chilly going to school that way. Either that or she didn't have to walk uphill both ways in the snowstorm. One of the two. Okay. I have some bunnies at the end here. I'm going to try and... I think we're going to do a pair. I think these belong together. So $5, not choice, but $5 start. 1975. These guys have a great mark on them. A bisque finish. So I think what we have is, I got them wrong. I think what we have is, we're holding a little baby and we are feeding a little baby. Look at their ears. They almost look like antennas. It reminds me of one of the critters on Roadrunner, Warner Brothers. Like, their ears give them like a lot of their personality, and their little eyes. So, and there is the mark again. Does that say, what word does that say? It says Good, George Good, 1975. So that is the pair. And then I have an extra one of the feeding bunny. So it was probably a second pair at one time. This will be a $3 one. I know, they're right in there, aren't they? Right in there. And then I have another single bunny, which would be a $3 start. It has a sticker on the bottom. It says handcrafted Taiwan 1982 Hallmark cards. So this is a ceramic Hallmark. I know, right? Squished carrots. This one has the little Easter basket with the eggs in it. Look at her little eyes. Very reminiscent of their Merry Miniatures as well. So I think they did some in the ceramics in the 80s that weren't resin. But, oh my goodness. We were reading the ingredients on my nephew's lunch. I was like, strawberries, carrots, this, that, and the other thing. And then I got to beets and I was like, no, I don't think so. I don't think I'd like that one, but I'm glad you're enjoying it, kiddo. Spinach, beets, no. Okay, I have 2 little itty bitties here at the end that really didn't go with anything. They can be $2 each because they're so tiny. I believe that they are plastic. So this one is an owl. He's 1.25 inches tall. He doesn't belong to any of these other sets. because he's not made out of the same material. Just tiny. And then I have this little kitten, I think. It's a little kitten or it's a little squirrel. Where's your face, baby? There it is. Is he focusing? They are both resin. I mean, he's just so tiny, I can't barely hold him without, my fingers covering him up. He has 3/4 or 7/8 inches tall and about a 1/2 inch by a 1/2 inch. Just itty bitty. I think somewhere I have another one of these, but this is the only one that made it into here this time around. You love beets? Now, I don't mind pickled beets. Pickled beets are fine. But otherwise, I am with my father. My father always said that they tasted like dirt, and I concur. Oh, there he is. There's his little face. And the owl. You can see how much bigger they are than one than the other. Exactly, Kristen. Totally. All right, Miss Midge is on the mini owl. That 2 owl. Spiced beets. Is that like, are they anything like, do they have any pickled flavoring or anything? Beet greens? I don't know. Bob, I'm not sure on that one because I'm not a collard greens girl either. So a little bit of apple and vinegar and sugar. Well, maybe, I would be willing to taste something a little different, but I usually only get the Minnesota style pickled beets. That was all I ever had. Cinnamon. Huh. Well, those are they like canned? Jar, like do you can them up? Do you cook them and everything? All right. But we've talked about this for a while. We need to have this is something nobody ever has tried before kind of potluck where everybody brings a dish that they, I love it, but you never hear about it kind of thing. So you put Jason on a beat mission, right? Totally. All right. I think, let me make sure that I have gone through what I have pulled for tonight. All the babies over here. You saw the hiding one that didn't get down over there. I think we have all the little mini ceramic and things that were what I got pulled for tonight. So fresh. Wow. I told my kids that they have to have a no thank you button, at least try it. So maybe someday we're going to have one of those. You never think you might want to like this, but we're going to try it. Kind of potluck. It might be a chipmunk. You are correct. You put a little stripe on his tail. It could be. So, all right. I think we did it. Yay. Day 1 in the books. I think a few of them are going to be a little bit lighter, but that's okay. Everybody's got so much going on this week that I am so thankful for everybody who comes and joins us and hangs out and just has fun little conversations like, hey, have you tried this kind of beets before? And I will get all of this. I'm trying to get my spreadsheets done every night as we go. And as always, if something wasn't claimed, you can put it in the chat if you're rewatching and all that kind of stuff. And send me a message or whatever. And any of that wasn't claimed, which really we did pretty good tonight. That's awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's see, Geneva, that sounds like there's a lot of stuff from the Midwest that I have never tried before, but there's a few things that have made it to Colorado because both my grandparents were from the Midwest. So did I could share that? Oh, I didn't, but she is sharing it all over the place. So I will go ahead and share it. My great nephew's name is Teal'c, the second one. So he's the number 2 baby in the first family, and I watched the other one. So TEAL''C. And if anybody has watched Stargate or did watch Stargate in the 90s, that's where that character name came from. So, yay. Thank you, everybody, so much for hanging out with me. Thank you, Kristen. Love that we have I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, Denman. Oh, first name Georgia. So good to see you. Thanks for popping in, saying hi. Yay. It's fun to see people that we haven't seen for a while. Thanks for coming in. I know it's a really cute little name. I'm looking forward to getting to see him again at the holidays here. He's already he's getting so big. He's almost a month old. So hey, see you guys tomorrow night. Kim will be here helping us out. Thank you, Kristen, so much for all of your assistance as well. I think it's working pretty good where you're able to tap in and say, hey, whoop, what was that? And we'll get Kim on board with that as well. And we'll see you all tomorrow night for day 2. So have a great day, guys. See you next time.